Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to the channel, your cozy corner for all things healthy aging, living well, and embracing the joy of our golden years. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're diving into something that I know is on a lot of our minds as we navigate life after retirement, keeping our brains sharp and engaged. Today, we're talking about 9 ways to stay mentally active after retirement. And trust me, these are practical, fun, and doable ideas that can make your days feel vibrant, purposeful, and full of life. Retirement is such an exciting chapter, isn't it? It's a time to finally do the things you've always wanted to, whether that's traveling, spending time with grandkids, or just enjoying a slower pace. But it can also come with moments where you wonder, how do I keep my mind as active as it was when I was working? That's where today's tips come in. Whether you're joining me from a cozy home in the US, a charming flat in the UK, or anywhere else in the world, these ideas are for you. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or maybe just a glass of water, get comfy, and let's talk about how to keep your mind sharp and your spirit bright in this beautiful phase of life. Before we jump into the 9 ways, let's chat about why staying mentally active is such a big deal after retirement. When you retire, your daily routine changes. No more morning meetings, deadlines, or office chatter. That freedom is amazing, but it can also mean fewer opportunities for mental stimulation if you're not intentional about it. Keeping your brain active isn't just about avoiding forgetfulness or staying sharp for crossword puzzles, though those are great too. It's about feeling alive, curious, and connected to the world around you. Research shows that staying mentally engaged can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline, improve memory, and even boost your mood. It's like exercise for your brain, keeping it strong and flexible so you can enjoy all the things you love, from planning a trip to reminiscing with friends. Plus, staying mentally active makes you feel more confident and capable, which is so important for living well in your golden years. So, today, I'm sharing 9 ways to keep your mind buzzing with energy and excitement. These aren't about sitting in a classroom or doing anything that feels like work. They're about having fun, exploring new things, and finding joy in learning. Ready? Let's dive in. Way 1. Learn something new every day. All right, let's start with the first way to stay mentally active. Learn something new every day. Retirement is the perfect time to dive into new interests, and even small doses of learning can keep your brain firing on all cylinders. The best part? You get to choose what excites you, whether it's a new hobby, a skill, or just random fun facts. One easy way to do this is to pick a topic you've always been curious about. Maybe you've always wanted to know more about gardening, photography, or even the history of your favorite music genre. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day reading a book, watching a YouTube tutorial, or listening to a podcast on that topic. For example, if you're in the US, you might explore a podcast about American history. Or, if you're in the UK, maybe dive into the stories behind your local landmarks. Another great option is to use online learning platforms. There are so many out there designed for folks like us. Websites like Coursera or Masterclass offer courses on everything from cooking to creative writing, and many are beginner-friendly. Or, if you prefer something more hands-on, try learning a new recipe or a craft like knitting or painting. The key is to pick something that feels fun, not like a chore. Learning something new every day keeps your brain flexible and builds new connections in your mind. It's like giving your brain a little workout, and it feels so rewarding to discover something fresh. Plus, it's a great conversation starter when you're chatting with friends or family. Imagine sharing a fun fact about jazz music or showing off a new dish you mastered. Start small, pick something you love, and watch your curiosity light up your days. Way 2. Play brain games and puzzles. Moving on to way number 2, play brain games and puzzles. If you love a good challenge, this one's for you. Puzzles and games aren't just fun. They're like a gym session for your brain, helping you stay sharp and focused. Think about classics like crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or word searches. You can find them in newspapers, puzzle books, or even apps on your phone or tablet. I know a lot of folks in our community, whether in New York, London, or beyond, love sitting down with a cup of coffee and a crossword in the morning. It's a relaxing way to wake up your mind and get those mental gears turning. If you're into something a bit more interactive, try brain training apps like Lumosity or Elevate. These apps are designed to improve memory, problem solving, and attention with short, fun games. They're perfect for squeezing in a quick mental workout while you're waiting for the kettle to boil or relaxing in the evening. And if you prefer something social, board games like Scrabble, chess, or even card games like Bridge are fantastic for keeping your brain engaged while connecting with others. Why do brain games matter? They challenge your memory, logic, and problem-solving skills, which helps keep your cognitive abilities strong. Plus, they're a great way to have fun and feel accomplished. There's nothing like the satisfaction of solving a tricky puzzle. Aim for 10 to 20 minutes a day, and mix it up to keep things interesting. Your brain will thank you, and you might even discover a new favorite game. Way 3. Stay socially connected. Way number 3 is all about staying socially connected. Retirement can sometimes feel a bit isolating, especially if you're not seeing coworkers every day or if your social circle has changed. But staying connected with others is one of the best ways to keep your mind active and your heart full. Social interactions are like fuel for your brain. When you chat with friends, share stories, or even debate the best way to grill a burger, you're engaging your memory, language skills, and emotional intelligence. Plus, those connections boost your mood and reduce stress, which is so important for mental health. There are so many ways to stay social in retirement. Join a local club or group, whether it's a book club, a gardening group, or a senior center activity. In the U.S., you might find a community center with game nights or classes, while in the UK, groups like the University of the Third Age, U3A, offer everything from history talks to art workshops. These are great places to meet people who share your interests and keep your mind engaged through conversation and collaboration. If getting out is tricky, technology can be a lifesaver. Set up a video call with family or friends, maybe a weekly catch-up with your kids or grandkids, or join an online community, like a Facebook group for retirees, or forum about a hobby you love. Even sharing a funny meme or commenting on a friend's post can spark a little mental and emotional connection. The key is to make social time a priority. Plan a coffee date with a friend, call someone you haven't talked to in a while, or even volunteer in your community, maybe a local library or animal shelter. These interactions keep your brain active and remind you that you're part of a bigger world, which is so uplifting as we age. Way 4. Read regularly. All right, way number 4 is a classic. Read regularly. Reading is like a magic potion for your brain. It stimulates your imagination, improves your focus, and keeps your memory sharp. And the best part? You can read whatever you love, whether it's a novel, a biography, or even a magazine about travel or cooking. If you're a book lover, try setting aside 20 to 30 minutes a day to dive into a good story. Maybe it's a mystery novel that keeps you guessing, or a memoir about someone's life that inspires you. Libraries and bookstores in the US and UK are treasure troves for finding new reads, and many offer senior discounts or book clubs you can join. If you prefer digital, e-readers like Kindle make it easy to carry a whole library in your pocket, and audiobooks are great if your eyes get tired. Don't feel like you have to stick to serious books either. Love romance novels? Go for it. Into sci-fi or historical fiction. Perfect. Even magazines or newspapers count. Reading about current events or lifestyle tips keeps your brain engaged with new ideas. And if you want to take it up a notch, try discussing what you read with a friend or joining a book club. Talking about a book forces your brain to process and articulate what you've learned, which is a great mental workout. Why does reading matter for mental activity? It challenges your brain to process words, follow stories, and make connections, all while sparking your curiosity. Plus, it's a relaxing way to unwind and escape, which is so good for your overall well-being. So, grab a book, find a cozy spot, and let your mind wander. It's one of the simplest ways to stay sharp in retirement. Way 5. Try creative hobbies. Way number 5 is all about getting creative. Retirement is the perfect time to tap into your artistic side, and creative hobbies are like a playground for your brain. They boost your problem-solving skills, improve your focus, and give you a sense of accomplishment that feels so good. There are so many creative hobbies to try, and you don't need to be Picasso to enjoy them. Love to write? Start a journal. Try your hand at short stories, or even blog about your retirement adventures. If painting or drawing calls to you, pick up some watercolors or colored pencils. There are tons of beginner tutorials online or at local community centers. Crafts like knitting, crocheting, or woodworking are also fantastic. They keep your hands and mind busy while creating something tangible. Music is another great option. Maybe you've always wanted to learn an instrument, like the guitar or piano. There are affordable beginner classes, both in-person and online, that cater to seniors. Or, if playing isn't your thing, try singing along to your favorite songs or creating playlists for different moods. Even gardening counts as a creative hobby. Designing a flower bed or grow your own veggies engages your brain in planning and problem solving. Why do creative hobbies matter? They stimulate different parts of your brain, encourage you to think outside the box, and reduce stress, which is great for mental health. Plus, they're just fun. Whether you're painting a sunset, knitting a scarf, or planting a garden, you're giving your brain a workout while creating something beautiful. So, pick a creative activity that sparks joy and give it a try. You might surprise yourself with what you can do. All right, my friends, we're halfway through our 9 ways to stay mentally active, and I hope you're already feeling inspired to try something new. Before we move on to the last 4 ways, I want to take a quick moment to ask for your support. If you're finding these tips helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who want to thrive in their golden years. And if you know someone who could use these ideas, maybe a friend, a family member, or even a neighbor, please share this video with them. It's such an easy way to spread a little wisdom and joy. Oh, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a video. We've got so much more to share about healthy aging, life tips, and staying vibrant in retirement. All right, let's get back to those ways. Way 6, stay physically active. Way number 6 might surprise you, but it's a big one. Stay physically active. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't this about mental activity? Absolutely. But here's the thing. Physical activity and mental health are deeply connected. Moving your body keeps your brain sharp, and it's one of the best ways to stay mentally active in retirement. Exercise increases blood flow to your brain, which helps improve memory, focus, and even mood. It also releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that make you feel energized and happy. You don't need to run marathons or hit the gym for hours. Gentle, senior-friendly activities work just as well. Walking is a fantastic place to start. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes a day, whether to stroll through a park, around your neighborhood, or even in a mall if the weather's bad. If you're in a place like the US or UK, you might have access to senior walking groups, which double as a social activity. Yoga or Tai Chi are also amazing. They combine movement with mindfulness, which is like a double boost for your brain. Look for senior yoga classes or online videos designed for beginners, which often include chair-based options. If you're up for something fun, try dancing. Put on your favorite music, maybe some classic rock or swing, and dance around your living room. It's great for your brain because it involves coordination, rhythm, and memory. Even gardening or light stretching counts. Anything that gets you moving helps. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity a week, broken into small chunks that fit your schedule. Physical activity keeps your brain healthy, reduces the risk of cognitive decline, and makes you feel more confident in your body. Plus, it's just fun to move to the beat of your favorite song or enjoy a sunny morning walk. Way 7. Volunteer in your community. Way number 7 is about giving back. Volunteer in your community. Volunteering is like a secret weapon for mental activity. It engages your brain, gives you a sense of purpose, and connects you with others, all while making a difference. There are so many ways to volunteer, and you can choose something that matches your interests and energy level. Love books? Volunteer at your local library to help with events or shelve books. Passionate about animals? Many shelters in the US and UK need help walking dogs or caring for cats. If you enjoy working with people, consider mentoring kids, helping at a food bank, or teaching a skill you know, like knitting or cooking. Volunteering keeps your brain active because it challenges you to learn new tasks, solve problems, and interact with others. For example, helping organize a community event involves planning, communication, and creativity, all great for your cognitive health. Plus, it feels so good to know you're making a positive impact, whether it's in your small town or a big city like Chicago or London. If you're not sure where to start, check out local senior centers, churches, or community boards for opportunities. Websites like Volunteer Match in the US or local council websites in the UK can also point you to options nearby. Even a few hours a week can make a big difference for your brain and your heart. Why does volunteering matter? It stimulates your mind, boosts your mood, and gives you a sense of belonging, all of which are key to staying mentally active and happy in retirement. So, find a cause you care about and get involved. You'll be amazed at how much it enriches your life. Way 8. Practice mindfulness or meditation. Way number 8 is all about nurturing your mind through mindfulness or meditation. Now, I know meditation might sound a bit daunting, like you need to sit in silence for hours, but it's really just about being present and giving your brain a moment to breathe. This is such a powerful way to stay mentally active because it improves focus, reduces stress, and keeps your mind clear. A simple way to start is with a 5-minute breathing exercise. Find a quiet spot, maybe by a window or in your favorite chair. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly. If your mind wanders to your to-do list or what's for dinner, that's okay. Just gently bring it back to your breath. Apps like Calm or Headspace have guided meditations designed for beginners, and many are tailored for seniors. If meditation isn't your thing, try mindfulness practices like journaling. Spend a few minutes each day writing down 3 things you're grateful for or reflecting on a happy moment. It's like a little mental reset that keeps you grounded. Or try mindful activities like savoring your morning coffee. Really notice the taste, the warmth, the aroma. These small moments train your brain to stay present and engaged. Why does this matter for mental activity? Mindfulness strengthens your brain's ability to focus and process emotions, which helps protect against cognitive decline. It also reduces stress, which can cloud your thinking and zap your energy. Plus, it's a gentle way to care for yourself, which is so important in retirement. Start with just a few minutes a day, and you'll be surprised at how much clearer and calmer your mind feels. Way 9. Keep a lifelong learning mindset. Finally, way number 9 is about embracing a lifelong learning mindset. Retirement isn't the end of learning. It's the beginning of a new chapter where you get to explore whatever sparks your curiosity. This mindset keeps your brain active by encouraging you to stay open to new experiences, ideas, and challenges. One way to do this is to set a personal learning goal. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Apps like Duolingo make it fun and easy to practice Spanish, French, or even Italian for your next trip. Or perhaps you're curious about technology. Try learning how to use a new app, set up a video call, or even start a blog about your retirement adventures. Community colleges and senior centers often offer classes on everything from history to computer skills, and many are affordable or free. Another idea is to explore your local area like a tourist. Visit a museum, attend a lecture, or take a guided tour of a historical site in your town. In the U.S., places like local history museums or national parks offer fascinating programs. While in the UK, organizations like the National Trust have events that dive into culture and heritage. These experiences stimulate your brain by exposing you to new information and perspectives. You can also learn from others. Ask a friend to teach you their favorite hobby, like baking or photography, or share stories with your grandkids about their interests. It's a great way to learn about new trends while bonding. The key is to stay curious and open, like a student of life. Why does a lifelong learning mindset matter? It keeps your brain flexible, boosts your confidence, and makes every day feel like an adventure. It's about saying, I'm never too old to learn something new, and that attitude is what keeps you young at heart. Well, there you have it, my friends. 9 practical and fun ways to stay mentally active after retirement. Let's do a quick recap. Learn something new every day, play brain games and puzzles, stay socially connected, read regularly, try creative hobbies, stay physically active, volunteer in your community, practice mindfulness or meditation, and embrace a lifelong learning mindset. These aren't about adding stress to your life. They're about filling your days with curiosity, connection, and joy. I want to leave you with this. Retirement is a a chance to explore who you are and what makes you happy. Keeping your mind active isn't just about staying sharp. It's about living a life that feels full, vibrant, and meaningful. You don't have to do all 9 of these at once. Pick 1 or 2 that excite you and start there. Maybe it's solving a crossword puzzle or joining a local book club. Every small step is a win for your brain and your happiness. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I love being on this journey with you, and I'm so grateful for this community we're building together. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got so many more tips, stories, and inspiration coming your way to help you live your best life in your golden years. Until next time, keep learning, keep connecting, and keep shining. See you soon.